Fayette Academy, they would start on a Friday, but that's why I was asking Jonathan. We would do a short day because it would just be a quick intro. I mean, each class was
Yeah,
like 20 minutes long or something, and just an introductory.
yeah. And that's kind of I think that's what their reasoning is, but no, it's a full day.
Yeah,
Um, and then we have a football game on Friday too.
on that same Friday. Yeah,
Yep. First day of
that's
school, football
that's not
game.
unheard of.
Yep. So we're doing all of our pep band tunes this week, or at least part of this week. Yep.
What are you playing? What are the Pet Man teams? Anything interesting?
I have no idea. So the
No.
high school guy is a South Carolina grad. So I don't know what kind of stuff South Carolina plays. I assume like standard SEC shorties stuff, but yes. I am so I proposed that in my interview, and my principal's all on board with that, and I'm going to be feeling out how that might work and go because
I'm gonna try rebooting my computer and see if that helps any. I will be right back.
Okay.
my seventh and eighth graders are not very good.
I
They've
bet
kind
you'll whip
of
them into shape.
yep. Yeah. So Dan, like my eighth grade clarinets, from what I have been told, they don't know any notes over the break.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
And this is you're saying eighth grade. The
Eighth
eighth
grade.
graders don't know any.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
definitely not good. That's maybe forgivable for the seventh graders. Man, even at the end of beginning band though, I tried to make sure those clarinet players at least we got up above the break and started
Yep.
exploring that, even if it sounded terrible.
Yep.
Um,
They just
okay.
in two
Wow.
years on percussion.
One year, and I dropped it pretty quick after that year, where nobody was assigned specifically to percussion. We just had like
Yeah.
brass and woodwinds, and we would pick. I think they would do one day in the week where we would do percussion instruments, where everybody in the class we would do a
Okay.
certain amount of percussion instruments. Um, with the idea being A, everybody's always begging to do percussion, so this way everybody gets to do it. And B, it would give me over the course of the year to sort of feel out who's good at doing a percussion, who's not. And then if they wanted to move on with band, some of them might get to do percussion full time. Um, I'll be honest. I did it. I tried it. It didn't really work out like I
Yeah.
was hoping, and I dropped it after that and never went back. I went back to just assigning a regular percussion class and having percussionists at sixth grade level.
Yeah, so sixth grade coming in, I think I've got 120 that we recruited and got them signed up. So probably keep about 100 of them.
Yep.
Seventh grade might have 30 kids. Eighth grade might have 30 kids.
Okay. Wow.
So
I'll tell you this too. I was always pretty when I did have them, when I had them try out instrument tryouts, and they wanted to do percussion. I was really hard, or tried to be anyway. On
mhm.
deliberately made it difficult, and I usually did pretty good. But I swear, every year there would be one kid in my percussion class that I'm like, how in the world did this kid make it through my process? I mean, how did I miss this? Because they just were had no rhythm or were there. I was like, how did what was I asleep?
So when did you do your instrument testing? Did you do that before school
I
started or
Yeah. Oh, I did that with fifth graders the previous year.
okay.
We
That's
we
what I
had a
want to
whole
get to. They just haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we had a whole day. I got with the administrators and the fifth grade teachers and stuff set aside to where, or I say a day. Sometimes it might take a couple of days, just depending on when they could bring those kids over
Yeah.
in groups. Yeah, and we would go through. And prior to that, they had paperwork to take home. I let them put three choices, right? Pick three things. And no, you can't write percussion, percussion, percussion. It has to be three different things. Um, on there of what you would like to play. And that's right. Prior to that, I'm sorry. Actually, there were several steps in that. Even prior to that, the fifth graders would come over to the band hall,
There
and
is
we
not.
There's
would.
no
There's
password.
no password, yeah.
Try
And
to
I
get
would,
that, please.
and either me or some of my high school students that I would recruit, they would demonstrate some of the instruments and things
Hmm.
like that, and we'd put on a little show for them, so to speak, for the fifth graders. So
Yeah, that's kind of the one thing I'm getting stressed out about because none of my kids have instruments. And I've got to figure out they haven't been
yeah,
tested.
that is
They haven't had any instrument signups. They haven't.
right.
So I want to get that done by August. And I've got
Yeah.
my reps that I'm talking to try and get that done with.
Well, yeah. And we would have an instrument day where they could rent them. I used to stress to my parents, I'm like, look, used instruments are fine, but you really need to have them checked out. Don't pull out that alto saxophone that's been sitting in the attic for 10 years
Yeah.
and expect that to work. But yeah, with that, I developed, yeah, my whole system of, yeah, getting all the fifth grade stuff or get them, before the year before. This would be at like the end of the school year. We would do all of this. It worked pretty well. Yeah, you'd have a few when school started. Not many though. A few stragglers that still didn't have an instrument or hadn't made, and I'd have to get with them. I'm like, well, we have French horns, we have baritones, we have tuba.
Tuba.
Nobody ever wants to play tuba, but
I have like 10 tubas and probably
really,
12 French horns.
but yeah,
Uh,
with that, I developed,
instruments
yeah, my whole system of,
just sitting around. Now,
gotcha.
half of
Yeah,
them probably are not
so
playable.
get them, before the year before. This will be at like the end of the school year. We would do all of that. The thing I would try to make sure happened with French horn is, or horn technically, um, that they had a really good ear. That was something I would test because the partials are so close
Yeah.
together
Yeah.
on that instrument.
I did
Wow,
not
this is
sign
an
my
exciting
release
session.
form.
Yeah, so, real exciting live stream there for you, Jeff.
Yeah, you could see us not being able to do things because my internet is garbage.
Don't worry. My understanding is Grawl's going to be dead about 10 minutes after we start. So
Statements and actions in this stream do not reflect the viewpoint of the Wayne County school system.
These complaints are mine and mine alone.
what?
Ooh.
Well, I should have just been late.
I can
Like,
see my
yeah.
character sheet.
Well, I did finally rush out my dinner when I felt I could get away, and I got home in time. So
Well, one thing we can do while this is loading, if it ever actually does, is we can go over advancement of your skills that we didn't do last time.
wait, I gotta. Well, I haven't even tried that. There we go. Of course, mine still says, "Is everybody in?" I only see me. I guess I need to back out and go come in again.
I'm
Yeah, I
not.
don't. I see
I'm
Jeff.
not in.
Yeah, I see Jeff and Jonathan.
Oh, I just see myself.
Yeah, that's all I see in the Game Master.
Yeah. It is not. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, that's why
Mine's
it's
been
been for everyone
yeah.
else.
For
I'm
like
not
half an
even at
hour.
that point. I'm looking at the green, the top of the green dragon artwork, um, and just nothing is happening.
We can just play with our imaginations if we have to.
I'm not prepared at all. Really, I gotta find my character sheet because my stand here is populated with Star Trek Adventures stuff. Here it is.
Nerd.
Dan, did you ever use the curriculum book Sound Innovations?
It sounds familiar. I would need to see the cover.
Yeah, I don't have it nearby to me because
Okay.
I'm familiar with like the
um,
standards of excellence and essential elements, and I've never used
yeah,
Sound
I've
Innovations.
used Essential Elements for sure. Sound Innovations. Who's the author or authors?
Baldwin?
Billy
Yeah,
Baldwin.
that's what I'm about to do. The book sounds familiar, like I've used it at some point in the past, but I don't think I did necessarily at Fate Academy.
Jeff Baldwin, maybe?
Oh no, I definitely did not use that at Fate
Okay.
Academy. No.
Well, that's what they use.
And
And I'll probably
actually,
change it in a year or two, but I've got to figure it out.
it seems like who is it? I use the Tim Leitzenhauser book.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And I've suddenly forgot the name of it. Is it Essential Elements?
I think so. I think that's. Or is it Standards of Excellence? So, anyways, Sound Innovation starts. Everyone starts on a concert D, and then they work down to a. Yeah.
Essential Elements. That's what I used.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most familiar with, and it starts everyone on F and then works down to a B flat. But Sound Innovation starts everyone on a D, goes down to a B flat, and then goes back up to an F.
Gotcha.
So like it's different in the first month and a half. I don't know how I feel about brass starting right there in 1 and 2 or 4th position. Just kind of odd to me. It'd be great for flutes, everything down, be able to hold it, but
yeah, that's the problem. What's good for one instrument or convenient is not always for something else.
yeah.
Do your junior high trombones at least know the difference between second and third position?
I don't think so. We were playing something the other day. And they were playing a C. So I said 3rd position, and they're like halfway between 1 and 3.
Yeah,
I'm like,
third.
nope, that's not it, buddy.
I called it third position. I told you about the kid in Texas. He was already in 9th grade when I got there. Trombone player, or at least a trombone holder. Tyler was his name. Sweet kid, the nicest kid you'd ever meet. But his idea of playing trombone is the slide is either in or out. There was no concept of multiple positions.
I was getting on to him the other day. My high school trombone players. I'm like, you play a giant tuning slide. You should be able to listen if we're playing just a chord, listen to the voicing and fit into because they know how to do that. There's no reason this chord should be out of tune. It should sound like a freight train coming through.
No reason a trombone player should ever be out of tune. That's right. All right.
I think it's up for
I
me.
got out of
Devin.
this.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get back in.
Jonathan Scott in.
I
Yep.
backed out. I'm trying to go back in.
See, Scott's name is awesome.
Allegedly.
I have no idea why my internet is so garbage right now.
Transferring data from. Okay. Yeah, Jonathan, I'll tell people sometimes, trying to set an example. I was like, if you ever watch me play, sometimes if you look close, you see me sitting on a note, you might see me, you know.
Yep. I broke out a sousaphone for them. They've got 4 sousaphones. Probably one of them is a decent player. But there's a Barry Sachs kid, and he's a killer Barry Sachs player. Super smart. He's a sophomore. He's probably first year All State. So he adds some oomph to it. But I jumped on sousaphone for him and blew him out of the water with the whole band.
So this isn't good. And trying to get back in, I'm just like Scott was talking about earlier. I'm just looking at the green.
Well, now I see you there. You
Dragon.
just haven't loaded into the.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, mine took
The map
forever
yet.
to get past that, but then I'm in the game now. But it
Yep,
took it
I'm good.
forever to just. I just let it sit there and go through it.
I also did something on my end. I turned my firewall off again, and that seemed to kind of kick things a little bit. But I'm still getting crappy.
I'm
speeds.
Oh, okay. This is different. This is weird. This is messed up, essentially.
Where'd you break this time?
I don't know. Nothing is framed right on my end.
I noticed that the Dragon Bane logo that loads is not tiled properly. So maybe that's what you're seeing.
E.
And so, Kev, you don't have any maps up like what we should be seeing is just a brown hex grid, right?
No, you should be seeing a map, the Misty Vale map.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's loading Misty Vale 98%. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm getting according to the speed tests I'm running, I'm getting less than 1 meg up. Yeah, so that's probably
here's
what
what
the problem is.
here's what I'm looking at. I just posted it in general.
Ooh, that is strange.
Yeah,
That's the chat window just taking over everything.
even that didn't, because earlier when it was trying to load, it had everything framed correctly like it should be. I'm gonna hit the refresh button. Excuse me. See what that does.
Yeah, well, I see you logged in the bottom right before you hit refresh. I did see you.
I don't trust my computer enough to click that link.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah,
Oh, 86, now 98. Something.
okay. So there's his dragon.
Opening scene.
Okay, now everything looks correct. Now I'm back up to the 98%. I'll let it sit a while. We'll see what happens.
596.
Yeah, you can turn that off.
Roll. Yay! Pulled up my character sheet. It's the first time it's done that, so that's something. Man, it's taking forever to load the graphics, though. I mean, in comparison to what it usually would be. It's okay. I think it's all loaded now.
Oh, there's tokens.
See Scott loaded in now.
I don't see a map, but I see all of our tokens.
What the?
So here's the question. Once we all get in, is it going to be viable enough for us to play and make moves on it for tonight?
I mean, you guys should be able to, use your character sheets, and we could just theater of the mind some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we could roll, or at the very least, we could roll physical
I've
dice.
got dice beside me.
Actually,
I've got my
where's
character
my-
sheet up. So
My actual Dragon Bane dice. There they are. Yeah, and I finally got my character sheet up, so that's something.
Do
Yeah,
I
now that I
have
can-
a character sheet outside of? I do.
I can finally
mean?
do
Oh.
this. So, part of the process of moving in, I've finally been able to get all of my role-playing stuff together in one spot.
cool.
So,
Oh my god.
Somebody got a problem.
so that's I mean,
suddenly I don't feel too bad.
That's
Yeah, but-
Maya's college fund right there.
those two things, those are all empty. The bookshelf behind it is filled to the brim, and there is no more space in it. But
You need a bigger bookshelf.
oh, I'm going to. I'm supposed to be getting a like a corner desk that's going to go behind me, and that's going to be where like I can paint minis and stuff, and I'm going to put like nerd gamer stuff behind me, so this way when I stream, it looks like I know what I'm doing, and then I can get an actual bookshelf to put all of the other books that are in containers right now, and then find some place to display my dice somewhere. I forgot how much stuff I owned, considering it was all just shoved in the back of storage for years.
I can't say anything, I guess. The bulk of my comic collection is all in storage, so
Yeah, all of my comic collection is somewhere around here. I ended up giving away most of what I had. This was all just crap I'm never gonna read again. So I was just like, give it to someone else. A friend of mine who was going through chemo at the time, he was bringing them with him to read while he was hooked up to the machine.
that's nice. It's a genuine comment, by the way. That's not sarcasm. Just wanted to clarify.
No. It was just like, oh, I'm gonna get to comics and stuff, and I'm like, I have a ton of comics you can borrow if you want. And then
Right.
he took them, and I never got them back. And I'm like, that's cool. I really don't care.
No, that is cool.
All right. So what's our backup plan? Plan B.
All right, so you have access to your character sheets, and you can like check and uncheck things on it.
I think so.
Or erect.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I don't see that, but yes, I've got my character sheet.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not gonna exit out at this point. I'm gonna leave it where it is because I can see more now than I have up to this point tonight. But yeah, I've still got no map.
Okay. Page. Okay, so any skill that you rolled a demon or dragon on should have had a mark on next to it from last session. At the end of the session, the GM asks you the following questions about the session you just completed. For each question that you reply yes to and justify your answer, you may place another advancement mark next to an unmarked skill of your choice. GM has final word, but you should adopt a permissive attitude. So, did you participate in the game session? That's a yes for everyone. So you can pick one skill that doesn't have a check next to it, put a check next to it. There's the little,
Under skills, right?
yeah, if you go to skills, there should be a little box just to the left of it.
Now, I have two different types of skills. Does that matter? Core skills and then weapon?
It could be any of those.
Okay.
All right. Did you
Uh,
explore it? Yes, one that isn't already checked. The ones that are at this point, the ones that are checked are ones that you should have either rolled a 1 or a 20 on.
Okay.
I've got spot hidden checked.
So
I also did spot hidden.
All right, so you guys could pick any other skill you want. It could be weapon skill, it could be regular skill, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I've got my PDF
wait.
open.
There we go.
Did you explore a new location? Yes, you guys did.
Yes.
So put a check mark next to another skill.
So wait, what? Like my here on Foundry, I've got spot hidden checked. What does that mean?
That means that when we're done answering these questions, you're going to get a chance to advance that skill.
Okay.
So these are skills you want to make better.
All right.
Right.
So, obviously things like
So
weapons.
that's
skills.
3 points we're at.
So did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? Yes, you did. You killed a Warg Rider. So that's another one you can put.
Okay. Having to think about some of these. Ooh, about that. Okay.
So obviously now in the beginning, weapon skills, evade, those are ones you're going to want to, try and get better.
Scott was asking, I'm not sure I got the answer either. Are we up to 3 checks now or 4 checks?
We're at 4.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, if you don't have a check mark on any of your skills, you're at 3. But if you do, you're at 4.
Correct. Yeah, I did not have any check marks, so yeah.
So
you're at 3.
3 from the questions.
So that's all the questions?
Then the next one is: did you overcome an obstacle without using force? I don't think that happened.
No.
This was pretty much a combat encounter to begin with. And then the last one, which really didn't work either, did you give in to your weakness? No one really had a chance to, deal with their weakness because there wasn't that much role playing that was done. So now you've placed your marks next to all the skills that you want to try and advance. Roll a d20 for each skill. If the result on the die exceeds your current skill, it goes up by 1. So you'll increment your skill up by 1 and remove the checkbox next to it. If you
so as it gets higher, it's more difficult to advance them. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
And then each skill goes up to a maximum of 18, and if you hit 18, then you get to pick a new heroic ability.
So advance by 1. Go ahead.
You want to roll above the number.
Above, yeah. You want to fail the roll.
Okay. So if you don't have anything in the number, it's an automatic pass.
No, there should be something there.
Well, with bluffing, with evade, it's agility. So
yeah, it's whatever.
So
it's whatever the derived number from that is.
Knowing that we want to roll above the number, I might, in a couple of instances here, or one at least, I might would have chosen something else.
So change something else if you want.
So roll a 20. All right, so I've got 4. I'm going to go with.
I've got 2 out of 4.
Okay. Well,
It's on
I
the
was
right
going to
above
roll.
the checkbox. You can roll IRL if you want.
So, Kevin, with these check marks, I'm assuming, do we clear this at every
you
session?
clear.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
after you roll, you'll clear it.
Okay. Is that just a way to keep track of what you're choosing?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, believe it or not, I rolled a 1. Does
Ah,
that matter for anything?
nope. It would have been a critical success if you were actually rolling the skill. But
Yeah.
for
But that
this
means crap. I rolled below, obviously.
this particular one, you didn't get anything good.
So if I
Okay.
roll over a 7 in my evade, so now I've got an 8.
It goes up by 1.
Okay. So I was trying bluffing, which was a 4, and yet I still rolled below that. So just uncheck it and it stays where it's at.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yay.
/R space, 1d20 or whatever.
That one I succeeded. So that's cool. And let's see
No,
what we
not
got here.
//.
That was close. Okay.
Yep. And if you roll, you uncheck and increase the number by 1.
All right. So one of the 3 I didn't get to increase. The other 2 I did. What would happen if we rolled that actual number?
The rules say it has to exceed, so it has to be higher.
Okay.
If you meet the number, it doesn't count.
Gotcha. Okay. Because one of them I barely made. I had a 5 and I rolled a 6.
And
So
then
the
the other
max
way,
skill would be 20?
18.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no skill could go higher than that. But if you get an 18, you're able to pick a new heroic ability.
Ooh.
That's the one of 2 ways you're able to do it. The other way is you may get them throughout the adventure.
Do we have heroic abilities now?
Yes. You have one from your
Oh, I see it. I see it.
from your class.
Yep.
Uh,
Veteran.
I don't even remember what mine is. Where would that be listed?
Wait, how do you get a heroic ability?
It comes from your profession.
No, if we can add one now.
If you get your skill up to 18.
Oh, okay.
So it'll happen eventually. It's not something that's going to happen now.
Okay. I thought you were saying if you
No.
rolled an 18 or
No.
something, and I was like, well, I rolled a 19 on one of my rolls, so I was wanting to make sure.
Coulda, woulda.
Excuse me.
The other way is after a grand heroic deed, the GM or the adventure can reward you with a heroic ability. This should be a rare event, never more than once per standard length adventure.
Mm.
Per adventure. Okay.
Yes.
If you were Buddhist, I could say Buddha, coulda, woulda.
Oh,
Boo. That's
Sorry.
so bad. I need my trombone. Wah, wah,
I've got one somewhere.
wah. I ought to pull out my P-bone and keep it nearby just for those
I
types
don't.
of.
I don't want
Nah.
to do that. You can keep that where it is. This is a family show. Yes, I heard.
P-bone. Does anyone even here, other than Jonathan, know what a P-bone is?
I know what a P-bone is. I think I sent you the link to the P-bone that led you
Okay.
to buying it,
Yeah. Technically,
which
I
is
April bought one
something
for
that I
me, but
regret to
yes,
this day.
it's here at the house somewhere. I don't know. I keep saying one of these days I'm gonna pull it out, take it to orchestra, see what everybody does.
It is a
Plastic
plastic
trombone.
trombone, yes.
A plutonium trombone, yes.
So it's a vuvuzela.
A Vuvuzela with a slide. Imagine a slide whistle and a
It
Vuvuzela put
sounds
together.
decent. The
Oh.
slide. Have you played one, Jonathan? The slide is so
No,
noisy.
I haven't played one.
The slide's like. I mean, it's
And- WD-40, that bad boy.
No, well, that doesn't work. In fact, I even tried the usual trombone slide lubricants.
Trombone
Those-
teen.
Yeah, no, water is it. That's all it says. Put water. It's the only thing you're really supposed to use.
Waters. Doesn't do anything.
It's about right, yeah.
All right, let me know when you guys are done with your skills.
I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
done.
All right. So you guys exit the valley where you had your run-in with some goblins and a warg rider. You have with you a map of the Misty Vale and a piece of what appears to be a small statue that lines up with one of the four corners that's on the map that you have. You know that there is a town about a day's march away from the end of the valley that you're in. Looking ahead, you see that there's a pretty well-worn path. It doesn't look like you're gonna have to do any type of like ranging through woods or anything like that to get to where you're going. But best guess, it's probably gonna take about a day worth of traveling to get there. So if you guys want, you could roll ahead, or you guys could rest. It's up to you guys. You could take a
I'd like to rest because I have like 1 hit point remaining.
So what are our resting options, Kevin?
So the resting options are
By the way, my Q bar finally went away, but all I see is a hex grid. I don't see any maps or any tokens.
yeah, I don't know.
Wait, that's weird. Just as I said that, that Q bar just popped back up. It says loading. It says 98%.
Yeah, I have the ability to pull you
Oh.
to the scene. So
Oh,
I
there we
can
go.
click on
Yeah,
that
now I see it.
for you.
I just
Well,
see tokens on
Huzzah.
a brown screen.
I even see the map. Yeah.
I don't, but that's okay.
So huzzah.
So
Yes. What are we saying about
yeah,
resting?
so resting, there's the 3 units of time that you'll be hearing about throughout the adventure. Around rest, which is 10 seconds, which is instead of using your action, you would be able to rest. Allows you to restore 1d6 willpower points. A stretch rest, which is about 15 minutes, will restore 1d6 HP, 1d6 willpower points, and can cure 1 condition. You could only do 1 stretch rest per shift. A shift is 6 hours. Resting heals all HP, all willpower, and all conditions. So it's
Yeah, I want the stretch.
all right. So
So you said
guys,
1d6 hit points. Am I
1d6.
rolling that? Are you rolling
Yeah,
that?
you could roll it. You could roll it.
Can I roll physical? I'm afraid to try it on here.
Sure. Roll physical. Roll whatever you want.
I'm
easy.
But I mean, I will.
6.
Um, I rolled 1.
Ah,
Yes.
I am gonna die. Wait, I just added.
If you
Oh, there we
if
go.
you right click on your
I
hit
got
points,
it.
it takes it away.
I got it. I got it. Lovely. So now I have 2 hit points instead of the 1.
Is the condition it like exhausted, sickly, dazed?
yes.
Yes.
The
Okay.
ones that are the checkboxes underneath the
Okay.
attributes.
So we are taking these
So-
shift rest.
Yes.
Okay.
So Kevin's right. I am going to die.
Stretch
Yeah.
rest. I'm sorry.
Yes.
A D6.
Well,
I don't think
If-
any of us took a condition last time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone took a condition.
yeah,
I did.
no,
I was
didn't.
angry, but I undid it. Okay, I see those now. So underneath your ability scores, whoa. It should be checked
The-
red or not.
Oh, no, it doesn't, does it? Yeah, the reroll doesn't apply. It only applies for a D20 roll, doesn't it? Okay.
That's up to Kevin.
Oh, I didn't take any damage during that, so I'm okay.
Yeah, Kevin, I'll ask, but I won't give you a hard time if I can cash in a reroll for the hit dice.
Sure.
Hit him with that quick no.
I'm sorry, was that a
I'll
yes?
Sure, go for it.
Now you watch. I'm going to end up rolling a 1 again. Oh, I got a 3. That is better. So boom. Is that right? Yes, that would be. So now I have 4 hit points. Okay. Just to keep track, we'll say, wait, where's that card? We'll say I cashed that in, so I will, if you need to see it, set that aside. That has been used. Yeah, I was really disheartened at the 1. But
I don't blame you.
let it be known, Dan doesn't
So-
cheat.
Stretch is 15 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Stretch is 50. Wait, is this Bane camp?
Splats is going to be looking around the perimeter for more goblins. His ducky senses are heightened.
Is Tim's character with us as an NPC, or is he just not joined us at this point? Okay.
I don't think we played him last time.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
all
you'll
right.
run into him around some point.
Maybe in the town of Outskirt
Yes.
or into the Vale.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
By the way, I don't have a map, so I'm going based on what y'all are saying.
Yeah, we're just, this is theater of the
Okay.
mind now.
Cool.
So.
Cool. My mind has a pretty big theater, so
Yeah. Well, oddly, when Kevin reshared the map or whatever magic wand he waved, yeah, I was able to see it from that point on.
probably look it up online.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I do.
I do as well, yeah.
It doesn't. That's okay. I've got a great imagination.
Okay. So you guys want to keep going? All right. So you'll go through relatively uneventful. You know, you guys stop for the night as it starts to get dark, set up camp. You guys can get a full night's rest. You know, I'm assuming you guys will do a watch and everything like that. So you're all back at full hit points, full willpower, and any conditions that you had left over are now cured.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood. You just said full hit points. That's not right, is it?
Well, now you took a full night's rest.
Oh, so what did I even roll for earlier? Okay, or why did I use my reroll?
Because I didn't know if you guys wanted to, keep going. No,
Full night's shift rest.
shift rest.
I feel so much better.
How are you guys doing that rest in Foundry?
First page of your
Oh,
character
Yeah.
sheet, middle of it.
well, I was doing it the hard way, which was unclicking. Yeah, that's neat. Well, that's neat.
Splats wakes up and he's having eggs for breakfast.
That's disturbing.
Is that allowed?
I have no idea.
Well, that's the thing. If you're having chicken eggs and you're a duck, I mean, why? That's
Yeah, that's okay.
So, where I'm living now on Long Island is on the eastern part of Long Island. And the more east you go, the further away you get from New York City. It's more rural than the rest of Long Island is. So, like, as you get further out, it's a lot less like you would expect in a major suburban area like Long Island. So apparently, my neighbor has chickens. So
Okay.
he came over like 2 or 3 days after we moved in and introduced themselves, brought his daughters over, and he gave us a dozen eggs from his chickens.
Well, that's nice.
But
Uh-oh.
they were all, like different colors and everything like that. 2 of the eggs were green.
Ooh.
And he's just like, don't worry, it's just a different species of chickens. It's perfectly fine for you to eat. He's like, don't think that there's something wrong with it. And I'm like, I've seen like brown and reddish eggs. I've never seen a
Yeah.
green egg before.
I have to admit, I've never seen a green egg either.
So in
So,
South Georgia, our town is so big, we had to have a city council meeting because we had random chickens walking through the town. Took up a full page in the newspaper.
Wow.
There are some places that we have that some places on Long Island where someone's chicken will get out and just, be running around.
Well, I lived.
Actually,
grew up-
a little bit before we moved out here, someone lost their horse. And then there was like a month-long period where like a bull got out of a farm out here and like evaded everyone. I'm like, how does a
Yeah.
bull hide out in Long Island? There's not a lot of places to go, and it's fairly like developed in most places. But like this
Right.
thing was,
Where
I figured like a day or two before they catch it. And like a month later, I saw on the news, it's like, oh, we finally got the bull. I'm like, how did it survive for a month? Like,
Yeah, check the treetops.
Where I
with like
grew up
animal
before we-
control looking for it.
It was
Yeah,
it was
where I
in the
grew up-
China shop, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Where I grew up before we moved up to Colbert Heights Mountain, yeah, we were right next to a farm. Cows got out all the time.
All right, so a few kilometers out from the town, you see that the forest begins to thin out, and you see nice cultivated fields. As you're getting closer, you start to see wagon tracks in the road, and the road's getting a little muddier than it was going from what you've seen so far. But the wagon tracks give way to a paved road that cuts through the high grain fields. Countless smells invade your senses: manure, smoke, and rotting vegetables, but also freshly baked bread and grilled meats. The road leads to a settlement surrounded by a palisade, with lots of small houses with smoking chimneys visible beyond its sharpened logs. The village gate is closed and flanked by 2 low but sturdy towers of stone with crenellations and pointed wooden roofs. Drawing closer, you hear the stern voice of a man barking at you from one of the towers. Halt, strangers! State your names and business, or turn back to the forest. This is a place of peace and decency.
Splats will step forward and state, "My name is Splats the Fearless. We are travelers seeking Lenara."
Abdurian is going to kind of like he can't just fade into the background, but he is like he's walking with his hood up, and he's just going to kind of. This is not his thing. He is a wolf, and so people, especially humans, don't tend to take too kindly to him, so he's just gonna kind of keep his distance to not freak the guy out.
Uh,
But if he has to, he'll just kill him.
all right.
Grawl just points at Splats like, yeah, what the duck said.
All right. You see, he turns and kind of he looks off to the side. You see, you hear him kind of like stage whispering off to someone. And you hear the gate begins to open. He says, "If you need any help, go to the Three Stags Inn and talk to Vanghild."
Thank you much, good sir. And Splats begins to walk.
All right. So,
Vanghild, you said?
Vagnhild.
Oh.
Vagnhild. Vanghild.
Vagnild.
I'm glad somebody's taking notes. I don't even know. Oh, there's my notebook. How's it pronounced? Lenara?
I don't know.
Yeah, I wrote it down too.
Leonara. Leanara.
Sure.
Okay, Leonara. Gotcha. You must have spelled it for us before, because there's no way I would have spelled that correct on my own.
The duck accent is thick.
The one thing I don't like to I dislike about a lot of role playing games and the way that a lot of people GM stuff, especially when you're taking notes, is they'll say a name and it's always some weird ass fancy name, and then never give you the spelling. So you're just like,
Right.
I phonetically said it, and hopefully I can say it
Right.
again the right way, maybe. But
Well, when that happens, that's what I try to do, is spell it out phonetically.
Yeah, all these years we've been playing what you call it, Iron Gods. I've been pronouncing the deity Bree. It's not Bree, it's Bry.
I'd say for
That's
our
okay.
purposes, we should leave it Bree, but I don't know. I don't know.
We started at the very beginning. That's what came out of my mouth was Bree, and that's what it's been ever since. I've known we've been mispronouncing it for a long, long time. I just haven't said anything.
That's no big deal.
Splats is going to begin to walk through the opening gate.
all right, so you go inside and map.
Whoops. What just happened? You have lost connection to the server. Foundry said reestablished. That was weird.
All right, so you go walking in. To the north, you could see like stone steps heading up, like the middle of the town is kind of like goes up onto a hill. To the right and left, you just see a bunch of houses and shops and stuff like that. But you begin hearing screams of panic, and a bunch of villagers running. You hear, the guy that was on the tower. He pulls out his sword, and you see him, shout, "Get to get the cover, get the cover!" He starts, he disappears from view. You assume he's running down the tower to probably come out. Hear someone yell out, "There's a troll in Old Man Milifador's barn!"
Who?
So You see a rush of people come running by you, screaming, medieval maidens, carrying children and guys with pitchforks, kind of like looking around, seeing what's going on. And out of the shadows comes barreling a giant troll and is standing in front of you, sniffing and, grunting and everything like that, staring directly at you guys. What would you like to do?
A giant troll, you say?
I mean, it's probably pretty big size. Does it say?
Is it bigger than a duck?
It might be.
I'm
Is
pretty
it
sure it's
a-
bigger
It's
than a
giant.
Is it a
dwarf.
duck-sized troll or a troll-sized duck?
Yes, he's by himself. Yep.
But please do this for everything you meet. Meet a new door, you have to salute the door. Meet a new tree or a new bridge, salute the bridge.
Troll. Yep, they're large size.
on a on a on a troll. Okay.
All right, give me a persuasion roll with Bane.
That means you roll twice and take the lower one,
Higher one.
higher one.
Yeah. Yep. That should do it for you. All right, so you got a 19. You can attempt to push the roll if you want. And then you select whatever condition you want. That will give you Bane on all skill rolls associated with that attribute. Or you could just let the failure stand. All right, so
Of course he will.
still failed. All right. It already did it for you. Yeah, if you want it to be on something other than strength, you can change it to something different. Yeah. That's why I'm.
Yeah, well, while he's doing that, Aldurian's gonna draw his bow and fire.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Jeff, are you making rolls in Foundry? Should I be seeing them?
Yep.
Oh, I don't see them.
Yeah, the dice roll across the screen. I'm still not seeing a map, but when he rolled those dice, I saw them.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
see
funny
those.
because I'm not seeing any dice.
That's okay.
I do see Admiral Drawlum becomes exhausted. But
So do
never
I
saw a
roll
dice
an attack with the bow there?
We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll some initiative.
Initiative.
I don't see a wait. Oh,
Yeah, he's
This is gonna be theater of the mind. I'm just moving you all over here so I can put you in the initiative tracker.
Because I still can't see it, so.
Yeah.
yeah. All I see is
Sorry.
tokens on a brown screen.
And I don't want to leave and join back
I
in.
see a map, but it's still that canyon.
Right.
Okay, so I see. There we go. Finally, I see some initiative cards.
Oh, it automatically rolled initiative for everyone. Okay, so Abdurian, you're up first.
Yes.
So
right.
once again, combat. You can take an action, which is usually attack or something like that, and then you can move. If you use your action, you are not able to dodge or parry later on in the round.
Okay. He's going to fire his short bow at the troll.
Okay.
Do I need to target him or anything? Is there any way for me to do that, or just roll it?
Just roll it.
What do you think this is? Fantasy grounds?
All right, you succeeded. Roll some damage.
Yes!
All right, nice palpable hit on this guy.
Palpable?
Yeah, you could feel it. You feel it. You feel it. You stones. All right, Splats, it's your turn.
All right, Splats is going to flap and waddle up to him, and he's going to hit him with his battle axe. Excuse me, his battle quacks.
Oh, boo. Where's that trombone?
It's just getting worse.
I was actually pretty proud of that one.
That was a good one. No, that was a good one.
I cracked myself up. I don't normally do that.
Oh my. Okay, stop.
All right. I'm trying to see how I can do this.
I blame
Can I
Jeff.
go main? There we go. Okay. And he is going to slash at his, I'm assuming, legs or knees or whatever is in front of him. Is about the size of him. Okay.
He's a big boy.
All right.
Oh, and Jeff, don't forget to check the box next to persuasion since you failed the roll. Oh wait, no, you didn't fail with a 20. Never mind.
Did it roll anything? I don't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yep.
Okay, I can't see that. So
Yeah, you
Yeah,
failed.
you failed. You
Okay.
attempt to push the roll if you'd like. You didn't fail with 20.
You failed,
yeah.
but you didn't get a 20, so
Yeah, you didn't get a
you
didn't
don't
get a
add
demon.
a check mark.
I am not going to push, but if possible, I would like to
Run away?
Can ducks fly? No, I'm going to take a No, I'll stay close up to him. I'll stay close to him.
Well, you moved up to him, so
Yeah.
that was your move.
Yeah, it was your action, right?
All right, then I am done.
That
is a good question, though. Can these mallards fly? These mallard characters, can they fly?
No, because you have like hands. You don't have you have vestigial wings, not real wings. All right,
That's
the
just
Admiral, it's your
disturbing.
turn. You're with it. Everyone is within one move of him. Yeah. Yeah. You're within standard ranged weapons range, or you one move of getting up and smacking him with whatever melee weapon you have.
It couldn't possibly be the Donald Duck accent that the persuasion roll was used with.
Yeah, just
Nope.
nope. Can you guys see the image I just shared?
Yeah.
That's what the troll looks like.
Okay.
Oh, I do now. It just popped
Nope,
up.
I don't like it.
All right, roll me some
Yep.
damage.
Why is he smiling?
This is a happy boy.
14 points of damage. Wow.
Oof. Yeah,
Mhm.
you had 14 points of damage.
See, I've yet to see anybody's roll in the. It would show up in the chat, right?
Yeah, just watch the chat. It's tracking everything in the chat.
No, it's not showing me rolls at all. I see initiative cards.
All right, so that brings us to the troll. First.
Oh,
That was
Get
weird.
that.
wait, that was a D6.
You see some of the wounds, like the the arrow holes, kind of begin to start stitching themselves back together. Just a little bit.
Oof.
And
Oh, I heard something.
the troll clears its throat with a thunderous rumble and coughs deep from within its lungs and vomits up a cascade of bile and stinking swamp water. All adventurers within 6 meters suffer a condition of their choice. So that's splats.
Splats, no.
Pick a random condition and put it on your character.
I would happily do that, but I have lost connection.
Okay, so
But I'll give me whatever's attached to charisma. If you can do that.
Disheartened.
Nice.
I would
love
say
to
it would
be.
have to be sickly, but that's attached to Constitution. But yeah, charisma is disheartened.
Oh, I can't hear you, Kevin.
Grawl, it's your turn. You just saw this this troll just pull up something from deep inside it, just spit it all over Splats.
So I'm gonna step up and swing my warhammer at one of his knees.
All right, go
Does
for it.
anybody have Dawn in their inventory?
No.
Hey, I can see the map
no.
now.
Yeah, Dawn, the dishwashing soap. It's what they use to clean ducks.
You never seen those
Oh
oil
my
spill
goodness.
commercials?
Now hang on. How do I roll? I'm gonna try. How do I roll this? I'm looking at.
Yeah,
on the main
first
sheet.
page of your character sheet, click on the
Well,
the weapon you want to use, and then
on the first page of the character sheet. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm under inventory. Okay. Yep. Roll. We'll see if I can see my own roll. No Banes, no boons, right?
Nope. Ooh,
Yes.
that's a 2. All right, hit him.
Okay. Well, that's funny because once again, I see nothing. I can't even see my own roll.
I saw a purple die roll across the
Yeah,
screen.
I saw the die.
I had no idea. I wouldn't have known unless you guys told me. I have no idea what I rolled.
I rolled damage for you.
Yes.
He did 12 points of damage to him.
Cool. And that's it, right? My action was stepping up, so I can't step away.
That's it. You've now used your action. All right. So
I
you
wonder
run up
why-
and you
Would
just
that be a
baseball slam the side of his knee. And it
That's
cracks
what I was
inwards,
thinking, yeah.
And he kind of stumbles a little bit, but he's able to kind of like fall backwards and still keep up. But that leg is looking really shaky.
Wait, he
And-
gets a second action?
Oh yeah, monsters have a ferocity rating, which allows them
Oh,
to go
lovely.
multiple times in a round.
Target select. Could I be missing a setting here or something? Because this is stupid. Because I can see all kinds of information: the initiative cards, the admiral becoming exhausted, the troll. Okay, the troll vomit. But yeah, when it comes to rolls specifically, I see no one's rolls, including my own. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yep. See the yep. The repulsive. Well,
No,
no, I
I'm
think
seeing
Scott.
all of it.
Yeah.
All right. Repulsive bite. The troll opens its foul-smelling mouth and bites a player character with a denture of fangs, gravel, and old bone fragments. The attack
Sure, it'll
deals
be me.
58 piercing damage. All right. So I'm going to do a 50-50 shot between Splats and Grawl.
I'm wearing leather armor. Does that mean anything? I don't know.
That means that you'll take a little bit less damage if you get hit. All right, so I'm going to do 150 is splats, 51 to 100 is Grawl. 53, that's Grawl.
Lovely. Told you.
All
Look at
right.
me. It's always
You
me.
take 10 points of piercing damage, minus whatever your armor's defense rating is. Which I think leather armor is a 1 or a 2.
I don't know. Where's that at? Leather, equipped armor. Armor rating is a 1.
Okay, so you'll take 9 points of damage.
So once again, near death. Do I need to apply that myself? 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5. Actually, not as bad off as I was. Wait, is that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay.
Now you're stuck in the troll's mouth.
Okay. So now you guys can roll initiative again. If you're able to see it on the combat tracker. If you're not, then I can do it for you.
Can Splats use his veteran hero ability and keep his 9?
Sure.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do it either.
Okay, well then I won't do it.
So Dan, you're stuck in the troll's mouth, and at
nice.
every round you have to roll a strength roll to break free, and that is your action.
Lovely.
All right, Splats, it is your turn.
Splats is gonna try and get the troll to scream in pain so that his buddy can be dropped out of his mouth.
Okay.
So he is going to battle axe the troll's toes.
All right.
Let's see here.
If you hit, do a good enough damage, I will give Dan a boon on his strength
Okay.
roll to get out.
Oh, okay.
Since you're specifically trying to help a friend.
What can I say? I'm a helpful duck. Did that do anything? Oh, it rolled a die. I see that.
You succeeded.
Cool. So I rolled damage now. Click this button.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. That is 17. All right. You you swing down your battle axe and you hit the toes, but right next to the toe was a big old rock, and your battle axe bounces off the rock and just recoils up and chops the troll's head off.
Nice.
So the troll head falls to the ground with Grawl still in its jaws, and the body just stands there for a second and then slumps over backwards.
Grawl's like, get me out of here.
All right. Congratulations. You survived a troll encounter.
That little piggy's not going to market.
And y'all sitting here making fun of a duck.
I didn't make fun of a duck. In fact,
Durian walks over and gets the arrow out of its shoulder. That he is also interested in the fact that it was healing up. Is that just a troll ability, or is there something else going on?
Let's see. Is there a skill?
Like he walks over and yanks the arrow out of his shoulder, we'll say. Is there a reason? You said it was kind of healing up around the arrow wounds.
Give me a beast lore roll, or myths and legends, if you whatever one might be better for you. Yeah, you could pick up your arrows after. Anyone, if any of you guys want to do it, go for it.
I succeeded on beast lore.
All right, so as long as a troll is not in sunlight, they regenerate. And you notice that it's kind of overcast, like there's weird ominous clouds in the sky above the town. And you see that the clouds kind of go as far as you can see in every direction. So it's not direct sunlight. Well, yeah, this guy's got some. He's got some pretty interesting attacks. One of his attacks is troll throw. He just picks up a character and tosses them.
Awesome.
Yep, character lifts a character. The troll lifts a character over its head and tosses the victim like a rag doll 2d6 meters in a random direction, inflicting an equal amount of bludgeoning damage, and the victim lands prone.
Am I the only one seeing Kevin's video feed heavily pixelated?
Yeah, his video
Okay.
crapped out.
I'm just
So I-
curious. Yeah,
I
can hear
just
you fine,
disabled it
Kevin.
and then put it back on. It
I'm
fixed it.
gonna. I'll turn off my camera and see if that helps. All right. End that counter. All right, so the after dispatching the troll, the townspeople all kind of like start coming out of their buildings and like looking at you guys, seeing Grawl and Splats covered in troll blood, and you see the gentleman that greeted you come running up. You see that he's got a broadsword in one hand and a large shield in the other hand. He comes running up. He looks at the dead troll, looks at you guys, looks at the dead troll. He sheathes his sword, and he puts a hand out, shake your hand. He introduces himself. My name is Hardy. I'm kind of the leader of the guards in this area. I was a little weary about letting you guys in, but obviously it was the right choice. So thank you for your help.
You were leery of letting us in, but you let this thing in?
I didn't let this in. I'm gonna go find out how it got in. Must have it must have gotten over the palisade or broke through. Guess we'll have to get a work crew over there to try and fix things up. You mentioned someone that you were here to see again. Who is it you were looking for?
No.
No, Leonara.
Yeah. She might be at the Three Stags Inn. He points down the road. He's like, take that down, make a left. There'll be a big sign. Got a bunch of stags on it. It's pretty hard to miss. Once again, thank you for your help. And you see a couple of like they look like they're younger, and their armor doesn't quite fit them very good, and they're holding swords, but you can tell that they don't quite know what they're doing. They come running up. Hardy turns to them and says, "All right, Spout, we're going to try to find out how this thing got in. Report back to me if you see anything, any damage to the palisade." And they all kind of run off in different directions. So, you guys can explore or head to the Three Stags. It's up to you.
Splats will mockingly salute the dead troll as he walks by.
Now that's
Is there
fun.
any gear on this troll? Did he have anything?
Nope. He just had he just was wearing a loincloth. I mean, you can take that if you want.
No, do not take that.
The image you shared, he had a chest under his arm.
Yeah, I
I
know.
thought he had, like,
How was the
arms.
image?
That's a troll recruiting picture.
He was going to get. He was looking for the chest to take home, but you guys killed him before he had a chance to find it. If you'd waited like 10 minutes, he would have had it, and he'd have been good.
Jonathan, did you just say a troll recruiting image?
Look, you know how recruiters are. They always oversell.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Is there a forgery in town?
There is a blacksmith, I believe. Yes.
Oh,
No, they notarize everything here.
I'm just. You're killing me, man.
All right. So you follow the directions that I already gave you. And you see an impressive two-story building with a massive thatched roof and half-timbered walls. Outside the door hangs a red sign that says "The Three Stags: Beer, Bread, and Food at Heavenly Prices." You hear cheery voices spilling out into the street and the sweet, sweet smell of some roasted boar.
Everybody's falling like flies.
All right. So you enter in and you see about 6 or 7 villagers just all kind of sitting in the common room. You see them eating, drinking, they're gossiping with each other. A couple people are standing warming themselves by the fireplace. Um, you know, you see a big pot of stew in the behind the bar, slowly cooking. That's where that wonderful smell is coming from. And you see the bartender passing out giant mugs of beer and probably mead.
Is it on the house? Are they
No,
celebrating because we killed the troll?
no, they're not. They're just celebrating because it's a day. The
Okay.
sun came up again today.
Because there's nothing else to do.
So you see a you see an older looking woman. Picture of her.
Okay. Does she look like a master weatherman?
Scott, did you change the music for this setting,
No.
or does it just happen to be? Wow, this just kind of falls in line with being in a tavern.
Sometimes it happens that way.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you see a woman. She appears to be probably in her 40s. You see that
Human,
she
I
got
presume.
yeah, she's a human.
You said she
Uh,
was older.
yeah. Remember,
Kevin?
Yeah.
remember, this is a medieval style fantasy setting where the life expectancy is not what we're used to in modern United States.
It's bad enough you wound our characters. You don't have to wound us personally.
Hey, I'm in my 40s too. Okay,
Two, you say?
one.
That
Also,
must be nice to be in your 40s. That's great.
see that she's got her hair is starting to go gray. She's got nice big bulky braids, and she's wearing a thick leather apron. And you also notice that she has a warhammer attached to her belt. So she welcomes you. Come in, have a seat. Uh, you know, the beer is cold, and the food is food. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
That's a
Can I get you
mighty
anything?
fine. That's a mighty fine warhammer you have there. May I ask where you acquired it?
This warhammer has been a good traveling companion of mine. I've seen quite a bit of action in my younger days, but that's a younger person's sport. So I was able to kind of parlay some of my money into a much safer a much safer job. Though I do have to deal with the drunken bar brawls every once in a while, but she pats the warhammer and says, "Usually I don't have a problem."
Brawl laughs.
So she notices the she smiles. She says, "Oh, sorry, it's been a long morning. Uh, I'm Vang Hit." Uh, she looks and sees the blood on the two of the two of you guys. It's like, looks like you had a interesting morning. I heard that there was a commotion outside. I'm assuming that you had something to do with it.
S- Splats downplays the size of the troll and says it was just a little thing that we took care of.
Says, "Well, good, because I didn't feel like going out there and having to take care of it." Um, she turns around. She takes 4 tankards, fills them up with some meat, puts them out on the bar, and says, "He's on the house."
Huzzah!
Splat says many thanks. And he also says we're looking for someone. You seem like someone who knows whereabouts and comings and goings of people.
I definitely have my finger on the pulse, as you might say. What
We
can I
are
help you with?
we are looking for someone called Leonara.
Hmm. Uh,
We were told they were here.
she looks around. And, you see her kind of looking at all the people here. It's like, I've never heard that name before, but it's possible that they just never come to here. Obviously, I cater to a certain clientele, so if they're not,
We had multiple people tell us she was here.
hmm, uh, she looks around and she's she see a couple of dwarves in the corner, and there's a couple of mallards, and a human or two. He's like, I don't see anyone here that I don't already know the names of. Um, I mean,
Is
I
sorry,
could
this
look
is not
around and I get back to you if you give me a little bit of time to. Maybe they're a newcomer to the town and they haven't come by here. But
this is not Grawl. This is Daniel talking to the other players. Is she Leon? Could she be Leonara? Or whatever. Hey, he mispronounces her name. That would be perfect.
Are you Latasha?
she smiles a knowing smile and just, no, I'm not. I understand that you know you may think I'm being cagey about this, but you know I tend to see a lot of people in this town. We don't get a lot of visitors. We've certainly been getting more of them since people are coming here looking for the treasures of the Dragon Empire. But with the all the random monsters and the orcs have been rampaging through the Misty Valley, I have a pretty good knowledge of who is here, and I have never heard that name before.
Grawl is like, wait, stop, go back. Treasures of what? Treasures?
Yes, you don't know anything about the Dragon Empire?
Yeah, so Splats is going to lean in and say, "What do you know of the secret of the Dragon Emperor?"
I mean, I know that there's supposedly a great treasure that's associated with the Dragon Empire. That's no,
Kevin, are
I'm
you
just
still there? Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to
No, it's okay.
double check one thing. Yeah, I don't see either of them anymore.
Well, that's interesting. So all I did was move my mouse across Foundry, and for a second it said that I had lost connection with the server, and then immediately popped up and said it had regained or reconnected.
So she says, I mean, this city was actually built around the ancient dragon temple, which is supposedly where Eladane, Eleddain, the Dragon Emperor, and his descendants are buried.
Would you be willing to spell that one more time? I'm sorry.
Eleddain.
Thank you.
Not much of the the tomb above ground is really around anymore after the very long time since that the end of the Dragon Empire. It fell into corruption and infighting and everything. But supposedly, rumors are that inside this tomb, not only are the remains of this emperor, but his magical sword called Durman, UM-DURMAN. It was
A magical
supposedly
sword, you say?
magical sword. He used it to slay a demon lord whose name I cannot remember.
That's okay.
That used to be active in this area during the reign of the Dragon Empire. I mean, you can go and take a look at the ruins yourself, but no one's been able to get inside. So
we have our ways.
Splats asks, "Where is this tomb located in town?"
I think the entrance is outside the town.
Okay,
Yeah, I thought. Okay.
my bad.
But it's like right by the town. It's not
Okay.
not that far.
Not a hike. Okay.
No, it's not.
Who is in charge of the town here? Or is it a
There is no real
anarcho-communism?
town. Yes, communism.
What?
A bunch of hippies.
Yep.
Makes sense as to why trolls are just getting in.
Mm-hmm.
East Loving
that's
plants.
very funny, but yet entirely valid at the same time. All right, I'm going to ask the question. Is it time for a bathroom break?
Sure, we can take a bathroom break if you want.
I just need a moment. Yeah.
Get the bladder of an infant.
Yeah. So I have a walnut-sized bladder. I'm sorry.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. I actually won't need that long. Mute.
Uh-uh. Ooh. Mm-mm.
Actually, under journal, do you guys see entry for party loot? Okay.
I don't.
Well, you might not see it because of the connection
Oh, yes, I
issues.
do. I'm sorry, on the right side. Yes.
Okay.
We've got some swords and bows and armor.
Yeah, that's what you got from the.
Cool.
So I just added another one that says notes, and I just gave everyone access to edit it, so you could go in there and see if maybe you could you can edit it, and again, you can put notes in there.
At the bottom of notes. Okay.
And if everyone wants to add their own page, they can, and this way you could have your own. Oh, look. On this day 7 years ago, I was coming back from a friend's bachelor party, and we stopped at a Cracker Barrel for lunch. And then immediately went to Chick-fil-A across the street and got food.
Wait, what?
Well, we don't have Cracker Barrels by us, so it's a big thing for us. Like we used to go and take road trips just to go to Cracker Barrel to get food. Uh, in our younger single days.
Right.
But we were coming back from a friend's bachelor party in Atlantic City, where we stopped at Cracker Barrel, and like right next to the Cracker Barrel was a Chick-fil-A, and
Okay, I see.
we didn't have any by us at that point. Now we have a couple. So, a couple of my friends that were with us are like, "Oh man, I've never had Chick-fil-A," and I'm like, "What do you mean you've never had Chick-fil-A before?" And they're like, "Yeah, like we're going to Chick-fil-A and you're gonna get food right now." So we like filled ourselves up at Cracker Barrel, and then immediately went and got Chick-fil-A right afterwards.
I don't know if it was worth bailing on Cracker Barrel, but
Oh no, we ate the Cracker Barrel.
They ate Cracker
Oh.
Barrel, then
Yeah, no,
went to
we
Chick-fil-A.
then
yeah,
they
we
went
we
to
fin-
Chick Fil A. Okay.
yeah we finished the Cracker Barrel, and then we went to
This is why I
Chick-fil-A.
was confused. Well,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
We did both.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say your thing went haywire. That's specific.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
we
not
talk
seeing you in
about
the player list anymore.
yeah, I'm not either. We talk about stuff going haywire though. I still don't understand why I'm not dice rolls aren't showing up at all. I mean, everything else seems to be working normally, and that's why I was even wondering if somehow there's some
Yeah, he's
setting.
in Splat's diary. He has already typed an entire page. Like there's paragraph breaks.
All right. So I'm going to retcon a little information I gave you. The entrance to the crypt is actually in the middle of the town at the top of the hill.
It's in the middle of
So-
where?
The
I'm
town
sorry?
you're in. The town you're in is the town of Outskirt, and it's in
Okay.
the middle of town. And you can go there and take a
Question
look at it.
out of game.
Out?
What is it we are here for? Like, what led us to this place?
Each one of you have your own, reasons. I'm assuming you guys just
Okay.
kind of all met up at like a tavern on the other side of the mountains. But there's untold treasures and stuff like that from the
So we're
Dragon
just
Empire.
here for treasure hunting, for dungeon crawling.
Yeah, pretty much. You're here to get fed.
Okay, I thought we were here for whatever this Lenara woman.
That's why you're in the town now, because you came across that guy who was dying, and he told you to, find her. So now that we're back, everyone give me a spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Hidden. All right. Roll. If anyone can see my roll, you can happily tell me what it was, because I can't see diddly squat.
Durian succeeded. Grawl
Okay.
failed.
Roll failed.
Succeeded, but I don't know with what.
Abdurian and
succeeded
Splats both
with a
succeeded.
4.
All right. So
What did I
Splats,
roll?
you got a
You
19.
rolled a 19.
19.
Yeah, no. Jeez.
No, I did not roll for you yet.
What time is it? Can I re-roll?
Spot hidden,
Can I cash in another reroll?
if you like.
This one's an actual D20. I'll use the T-shirt this time.
You rolled
Once
a
again,
13 and
You
failed.
got a 13. Yes, you can if you like.
But you take a
But
condition.
you'll take a condition.
Once again, I don't know what my reroll was.
You failed again.
You
You,
got
rolled a
you got
15.
15.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's it then.
Okay. So no, that's only if you rolled a 20 or a 1 or a 20 is when you get to do it. I've had Monster of the Week on the brain because of the stream I was playing, and that's anytime you fail, you get to mark a check. So it's
Well,
so if
that's
you get
the
a
way
1
it
or a 20.
is in Alien as well.
Um,
If you roll a skill that you don't have points in, you can upgrade that and fail. If you roll a skill that you don't have points in and fail, you can then bump that skill up after the session is over. So they've obviously evolved. Like
Yeah.
this is the year zero mechanic that's just evolving.
all right, so Splats and Abdurian, you notice there's a youngish looking woman who's like in the corner. You can see her, looks like she's eating something, but she keeps like looking over at you guys, trying to hear what you're saying. But like when you'll, just in the process of like turning to look at someone else, to like talk to someone else in your group, like she'll look down and like start eating her food, and then like kind of look at you guys when she sees you've turned away
Hmm.
in the corner of the inn.
Blatz, how is your sneaking?
Actually, pretty good at 10. So
Oh,
halfway decent.
I've got a 14.
Oh, go ahead. You'd hear my webbed feet
Yeah,
hitting the
Durian
floor.
is going to try to sneak over to her table without her seeing. He's going to try and like just work around the room.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a success on sneaking.
All right, so you're able to. Well, let me actually, I'll make this a All right. It doesn't appear that she notices you kind of weaving your way through uh, the crowd coming over to her.
Uh, uh, so yeah, Abdurian will come up behind her and place his tankard on her table and sit down across from her.
All right. As you kind of move out from, between like a couple of people that are at the table next to her and sit down, she, you know, jumps with a start and kind of knocks over the bowl of uh, soup that she's eating, and it spills all over the table, and she's, immediately like starts acting flustered and trying to like clean it up and who are you? Sorry, I'm sorry. Who are you?
I am a person looking for Lenara.
Uh, uh, I, I, I don't know anyone by that name, but I think that I heard some some whispering about something in the alley out next to the inn. Maybe you should go take a look at that. I'm gonna go get some more food. And she
No,
kind of
you're gonna stay right here.
is like,
And
but
this is a 8 foot tall wolf that is sitting across from her. Like, no, you're not going to go get more food.
it's like,
You're
but
going to tell me
I'm.
who you are and why you want me to go out into the alleyway.
My name is Annabella. I am a maid that works in the town.
Why were you observing my friends and I?
I'm not observing anyone. I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you.
You were staring at me. That's rude.
I was not staring at you. You were staring at me. That is why I came over here.
I would I would never stare. That my mother taught me better than that.
Oh, that she evidently did a poor job.
Says,
Latz is going to waddle over and sit down.
Model.
And he's going to say, "What seems to be the problem, friends?"
You're this person here scared me. It caused me to spill my soup, and I'm trying to leave, and he won't let me.
Oh, well, where are you going?
I think what
She
he's looking for is in the alley next to
she
the
wants
three
us to go
staffs.
outside into the alley.
Oh, well, yeah, we can all go. All three of us can go out in the alley. That's okay.
Says, I need to go. I need to go powder my nose, but you should go check the alley. It probably has something that you might be looking for in it.
Okay.
Is there any kind of a, like, if I roll bluffing, would that be like checking like a sense motive kind of check, or
I think that that's more
Maybe
spot
awareness.
hidden?
hold on. Skills.
Yeah, bluffing is only when I'm trying to lie.
Uh,
And spot hidden seems to be to see things that are hidden. It's not a kind of.
What about like awareness?
yeah, let's do an awareness. Try that. There really isn't something for like a that I'm
You
seeing.
use your awareness skill to watch or listen for anyone sneaking around nearby.
Also to notice emerging threats.
And its opposed roll is sneaking. So I would say this would be an awareness opposed against bluffing if she's bluffing.
Yeah, so do an awareness.
She might just be a GM tactic to get us to go to the alley.
Obdurian failed his awareness roll, and he is not going to push.
Alright, so you think she's acting, weird, obviously, but you don't think that she's, trying to like send you to your death or anything like that.
And this is a young girl?
She appears young, yeah.
Blatz will say thank you for your time and get up.
You're welcome. And you see that she, she kind of gets up, like squeezes her way out, and walks towards the door, and walks out.
As if she